A low hum rolls through the Seoul World Cup Stadium as the late afternoon sun hangs heavy over the pitch, casting long shadows across the emerald grass. The roar of thousands of Barcelona fans draped in Blaugrana scarves and waving flags pulsates like a living heartbeat that seems to shake the very air. At the centre of this buzzing hive, manager Hansi steps up to the microphone, his calm confidence cutting through the clamour. He's here to preview Barcelona's second pre-season friendly against FC Seoul, a match that promises more than just goals, but a glimpse into the soul of a team eager to prove its mettle once more. How will Flick's words set the stage for what comes next? Flick settles into his seat behind the press dais, composed yet crackling with energy. Yes, I'm happy with how the team is training. Of course, he begins, voice steady against the backdrop of sizzling day heat. He paints a picture of players drenched in sweat, pushing through grueling drills under the relentless summer sun. Despite temperatures soaring above 30 degrees C, the squad has shown grit and precision. No excuses, only focus. The locals have welcomed them with open arms, filling training grounds and stadium stands with applause that rises in waves. This, Flick suggests, is a perfect crucible for camaraderie and quality. But can this disciplined resilience withstand the long grind of a demanding season? Turning his gaze toward the horizon of 2025-26, Flick allows a glimmer of ambition to shine through. It will be a tough season, but we are approaching it positively, he declares, eyes bright with determination. Last year's aspirations remain unchanged. Titles, titles, and more titles. Each match, he insists, is a new battlefield where Barcelona will charge forward with the same hunger that drove them to glory before. The squad has added fresh talent, sharpened its edges, and readied itself for the marathon ahead. Yet, with a season stretching over 10 grueling months, will that unwavering zeal endure the final whistle? Questions swirl next around squad composition and swirling transfer rumours. When pressed about Ronald Araujo's future, Flick leans forward, dispelling whispers with a single rhetorical flourish. Araujo, should he leave? The question hangs in the electric air. He reiterates that Barcelona possess 2, sometimes 3, stellar options for every position, a luxury that poses its own puzzles for any coach. Yet, this is a roster built to conquer, not to doubt. With so much talent all vying for minutes, how will Flick balance ambition with harmony? Then, like a burst of sunlight through storm clouds, Flick's face lights up discussing 18-year-old prodigy Lamine Yamal. We saw it last season. He recalls, almost awestruck, Lamine is an exceptional, incredible talent, and he can always decide games. The words are almost reverent, as though he speaks of a rare gem freshly unearthed. Yamal's lightning feet and fearless creativity have already carved his name into fans' hearts. And yes, Flick confirms with a deliberate pause, he'll play tomorrow. But can this youthful dynamo handle the weight of expectation that comes with wearing the Barca crest? Anticipation swells further when the topic shifts to Marcus Rashford, the celebrated English forward newly arrived at Camp Nou. Flick's voice takes on a warmer lilt. Marcus is a great player. I've been following him for many years, he admits, conjuring images of a teenage Rashford bursting onto the Old Trafford stage. Now he stands ready to bring that same flair to Barcelona's front line. He has a lot of quality, and we hope he can show it this season with the team. The promise is tantalising, but will Rashford's magic blend seamlessly with Barcelona's storied style? The next question lands on Marc-Andre Barcelona's stalwart between the posts. Will the German goalkeeper continue to wear the captain's armband? Flick smiles, echoing tradition. The team will decide the captains, as has always been done. We will decide 2 weeks before the start of the season. No surprises, just respect for squad democracy. Yet, in those 2 weeks, alliances will form, voices will be heard, and leadership on and off the field will be put to the test. Who will emerge to guide this collective toward triumph? Finally, Flick turns to the Academy's rising star, Pedro Dro Fernandez. The mention brings a proud glimmer to his eye. Dro, he explains, earned his spot after training with the first team late last season. His knack for finding space, combined with deft ball control, marks him as a genuine La Masia success story. He's not just about the goal, Flick emphasises. He's good with the ball. Truly a fantastic player with quality, yet he adds with characteristic honesty he needs to improve, of course, and we have a lot of quality in midfield. In that admission there's faith in growth and patience for promise. And you add that under Barcelona's bright floodlights will Dro's talent sparkle or flicker. As the press conference closes, Flick surveys the sea of cameras and voices, a coach poised on the brink of a new campaign. He reiterates his satisfaction with the squad's depth and spirit, framing this pre-season as the first chapter of a story yet to be told. Behind him, the fans' cheers swell once more, echoing through the stadium like a challenge. Show us your best, Barca. With players old and new, stars and prospects, will this season's narrative be one of triumph or trial? Only time and those opening notes against FC Seoul will write the next line.